In Song of Solomon, he says this in chapter 1. Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon. He says this in chapter 1. Verse 7. Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou makest thy flock to rest at noon. Why should I be as one of them that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions? If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent. You will not find what you need until you get to the shepherd's tent. That's a good message. What you'll find in the shepherd's tent. I got time for that right now. In Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, he says this, I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse, I have gathered my myrrh with my spice, I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey, I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink ye, drink abundantly, O beloved. In Psalms chapter 5, verse 9, what is thy beloved? Here's something I want you to look at. What they question her about is what makes him so different than anybody else. What makes Jesus Christ so different than anybody else? That's what they asked the question. He said, what is thy beloved more than another beloved? Okay? What's the difference? He said, they said, O thou fairest among women, what is thy beloved more than another beloved that thou dost so charge us? Okay? What they're doing is they're questioning what makes him so much better than anybody else. What makes him so much different than anybody else? You know what her reply is? She says, my beloved is white and ruddy. He's the chiefest among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters washed with milk and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers. His lips like lilies, dropping sweet-smelling myrrh. His hands are as gold rings set with the beryl. His belly is of bright ivory overlaid with sapphires. His legs are as pillars of marble set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, yea, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. That's what should be in our mind when we think about Christ. We must get him and get his help to settle our doubt. We must get him to help us settle our doubt. There is much in this life that will cause us to take away our hope. It will bring fear and cause us to have less hope. We must let him settle the distance between us. We must let him close that gap. We must close the gap with him and get close. And then we must let him settle the debt. We must let him settle the debt. There is a debt that each individual has when they're born into this life. And the only way that we can settle that debt is through Jesus Christ. It's not about yesterday, it's not about tomorrow, but it's about today. We must settle the debt. Let's stand, would you please? Why don't we sing Amazing Grace? Turn page 57. Most of you know it. Just go ahead and start singing.
Amazing grace, how sweet.
with that. Settle it. Go home clear. Go home free. Settle it with God. Settle it today.
Glad you came to spend some time with us today. For the kids, we have a drawer full of candy cherry Jolly Ranchers that Jerry doesn't like.